students, welcome in math class. Students, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is binomial theorem. This theorem helps us in expanding the binomial terms with the high index. So let's discuss its objectives first. First objective is introduction plus basics of binomial theorem. Second, expanded forms of a plus b raised to power n and a minus b raised to power n using binomial theorem. Third is the applications of binomial theorem. Fourth, general term of the expansions. Fifth, middle term in the expansion. Sixth, coefficient of particular term we can find by using the general term of expansion. And seventh one is a term independent of x. Last four types based on the general term of expansion. Now, starting with the very first objective, that is the introduction and the basics of binomial. For every positive index n, we can expand a plus b raised to power n by nc0 a raised to power n plus nc1 a raised to power n minus 1 into b plus nc2 a raised to power n minus 2 into b square plus so on, and the last term will be ncn into b raised to power n. Similarly, if we are having same expansion with the minus sign, that is a minus b raised to power n, then its expansion will be same as a plus b raised to power n, only the alternate signs will change. We will start with the plus sign. So write down the term same like this: nc naught a raised to power n, nc1 a raised to power n minus 1 into b, and so on. Last term is also same. So we will start with the plus sign. That first is a plus, then minus, plus, minus, and so on. Like this, where a and b are any numbers, and these terms nc naught, nc1, nc2, these are called the binomial coefficients. We can find the value of these binomial coefficients by using the formula of combination. Now, from the expansion, we can observe that firstly, the power of a is continuously decreasing by 1. It is decreasing from n till 0. So, the first observation is power of a decreasing by 1 from n to 0. Similarly, for the second term, here no term containing b is there. Here b's power is increased by 1, then 2, and so on. Last one is a b raised to power n. So power of b is increasing by 1 from 0 to n. Next observation is, you can see from the expansion, the power is always remaining n. Here a raised to power n. Here when you add the power of both the terms a and b, you will again get 1, n. Similarly here n minus 2 plus 2 is n, and in the last it is again n. So third observation is, sum of powers of a and b is always n. And in the fourth, we can find the binomial coefficient by using the formula NCR, n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial. Now, we can find this coefficient with one more method, that is called the Pascal triangle. Pascal triangle help us to find these coefficients without any calculation. So let's discuss Pascal triangle first. Now, as you already know, any number raised to power 0 is always equal to 1. So in Pascal triangle, we will starting with the n is equal to 0. So for n is equal to 0, we are having only 1 like this. Second, when a plus b raised to power 1. So we are getting answer is A plus B. So here coefficients are 1 and 1. So for n is equal to 1, we will write 1 and 1 on one side. Next, when A plus B square is there, and we know about this identity, it is A square plus 2AB plus B square. Now check their coefficient. It is coming 1, 2 and 3. Now from Pascal triangle, for n is equal to 2, we will write 1 in the starting and 1 in the end. And middle term we can find by adding these two terms. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Now A plus B whole cube. We know this identity also. It is A cube plus 3A square B plus 3AB square plus B cube. Now its coefficients are coming 1, 3, 3 and 1. In Pascal triangle you can see n is equal to 3. Again 1 in the starting and 1 in the end. Middle terms you can find by adding the terms. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Again 2 plus 1 is 3. Now after this, we don't know any identity. We don't know the identity for A plus B raised to power 4, A plus B raised to power 5 and so on. So we can easily find by using Pascal triangle. Now check for the n is equal to 4. Again 1 in the starting, 1 in the end. Now middle terms will be 3 plus 1 4. Here 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 1 is 4. So coefficients will be 1, 4, 6, 4, 1 for n is equal to 4. Similarly, n is equal to 5. Again, 1 in the starting, 1 in the end, and middle terms will be 1 plus 4 is 5, 4 plus 6 is 10, 6 plus 4 is 10, 4 plus 1 is 5. Similarly, we can find for 6 and for 7. In this way, we can continue to any value of n. Now, you can observe here when it is power is 0, we are getting one term. When power is 1, we are getting two terms. When power is 2, we are getting three terms. And when power is 3, we are getting four terms. So, there is a relation between the number of terms and the power. So, we can observe that number of terms in expansion is equal to n plus 1. That is always 1 greater than the power. Now, let's discuss the examples based on a plus b raised to power n and a minus b raised to power n. First example is expand 3x plus 2y raised to power 4. Now, when you compare it with a plus b raised to power n, we get a is equal to 3x, b is equal to 2y and n is equal to 4. Now, we have to use these values in the formula. So, for writing the binomial expansion formula, firstly, we will do step by step. First is write down coefficients only. So, it will be n is equal to 4. So, write down 4c0, 4c1, 4c2, 4c3 until 4c4. Now, start with the first term. We know that power of a goes on decreasing. So, we will start with 3x. So, 3x raised to power 4, then 3x raised to power 3, 3x square, 3x raised to power 1 and last one it is not containing any term of 3x, so it is 0. Second, we will start with the 2y from the second term. So, here 2y raised to power 1, 2y raised to power 2, 2y raised to power 3 and 2y raised to power 4. Next, by using the Pascal triangle, for n is equal to 4, we are having the coefficients 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Now, we will put the value here 1 in place of coefficients 1, 4, 6, 4 and 1. Rest we can continue easily calculated, that is 3x raised to power 4 is 81x raised to power 4. 3x cube is 27x cube and 2y as it is. Here 3x square means 9x square and here 2y whole square means 4y square. 3x as it is, 2y whole cube is 8y cube, and last term is 2y raised to power 4 is 16 into y raised to power 4. Now on simplifying, we will get the result 81x raised to power 4, 216x cube y plus 216x square y square plus 96xy cube plus 16y raised to power 4. Now you can see that there are 5 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So number of terms is equal to n plus 1, that is 5. Let's do one more example. X plus y raised to power 7. Now power is 7. Again, firstly write down the formula, that is 7c0, 7c1, 7c2 and so on till 7c7. Now start with the power of first term, that is x. X is to power 7, x is to power 6, x is to power 5, x is to power 4, x is to power 3, x is to power 2, x is to power 1 and last one is a x raised to power 0. Now y we will start from the second term. So y raised to power 1, 2, 3, y raised to power 4, y raised to power 5, y raised to power 6 and y raised to power 7. Now using the Pascal triangle, for n is equal to 7, we are having 1, 7, 21, 35, 35, 21, 7 and 1. Put this coefficient like this. Now for first one, 7c0, it is 1, then 7, then 21, same from here, 35, 35, 21, 7 and 1. In this way, we can expand the part to any part very easily. Again, here the number of terms is equal to, you can find the number of terms is coming out to be 8. So it is 7 plus 1 is 8. Now let's discuss the examples related to a minus b raised to power n. First is a minus b raised to power 5. Now again here, same terms are there, same formula will be there. Because of minus sign, the alternate signs will change. Now, firstly, power is 5. So, 5c0, 5c1, 5c2, 5c3, 5c4 and 5c5. Next, we will start with a. A powers goes on decreasing. So, first a raised to power 5, then a raised to power 4, a raised to power 3, a raised to power 2, a raised to power 1. And last one is a raised to power 0. Now for 5, from the Pascal triangle we can see that for n is equal to 5 we are having 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. These are the coefficients, so put the value. We will get 1, 5, 10, 10, 5 and 1. And signs are alternative. First one is a plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. So on simplifying, we will get the result, that is a raised to power 5 minus 5 a raised to power 4 into b plus 10 a cube b square minus 10 a square b cube plus 5 into ab raised to power 4 minus b raised to power 5. Now take one more example, that is x minus 1 upon x raised to power 6. Here, when you compare, you will get a is equal to x, b is equal to 1 upon x and n is equal to 6. Firstly, apply the formula. We will start from 6c0, 6c1, 6c2, 6c3, 6c4, 6c5 and 6c6. Then start with the first term, that is x, x raised to power 6, x raised to power 5, x raised to power 4, x raised to power 3, x square, then x raised to power 1 and last one is a x raised to power 0. Now b is 1 upon x. So from the second term, its power will start increasing. So 1 upon x raised to power 1, then 1 upon x whole square, 1 upon x whole cube, 1 upon x raised to power 4, 1 upon x raised to power 5, 1 upon x raised to power 6. Now again, using the Pascal triangle, we can find the value of for n is equal to 6. It is 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6 and 1. So when you put the values, you will get like this. 1 Here 6, 15, 20, 15, again 6 and 1. Now on simplifying these terms, their cutting is possible. So do the cutting like this. We'll get the final answer as x raised to power 6 minus 6x raised to power 4 plus 15x square minus 20 plus 15 upon x square minus 6 upon x raised to power 4 plus 1 upon x raised to power 6. Now students, I hope you got the topic and you are able to solve sums related to these two types of the binomial theorem. Before starting the worksheet given in SNAP homework, you must go through the links guided in the SNAP homework. Rest we will continue in our next class. Thank you.